Hello, everybody. This is Brandon with ExpeditiousFool.com, putting mindfulness in motion with the Lightworkers card pull today. As you can see, I did have a new placard up today. Manifest Reality class open. Now, basically, what that is it's a new series that I'm offering. It's a new session training that I'm offering where I can walk somebody through an individualized plan to manifest whatever it is they're trying to do in their life. Full disclosure, there's a whole lot of mindfulness in this. There's a whole lot of dedication. There's a whole lot of paying attention. There's a whole lot of surrendering throughout this course with me, as far as surrendering preconceived ideas, preconceived titles, etc. If you're willing to work with the process throughout this, I can guarantee it will change your life, and it is something that I'm now offering. So definitely DM me if it's something you're interested in, and I can give you more information. So let's get right into the card pull today. So the card pull today, I use the old Visconti deck, and we have the Five of Swords, right? So the Five of Swords is a card of conflict a lot, right? In the Rider-Waite, you'll see people, attacking and stuff with swords, all of that fun stuff. But essentially, at the root of all conflict is one thing. This sword right here, right? So a lot of times, this is the problem when we're in a conflict or when we're in a disagreement. But we think it's this, and this, right? So let me explain. This right here is usually some hurt, some trigger, some thing we have stuck in our body system somewhere that is adding to negative thinking, is adding to scared type thinking, fearful type thinking. Fearful thinking leads to conflict, right? So the thing of it is it's actually... it's all energetic, obviously. Well, not so obvious, I guess. But the way that people interact, the way that we do things together, it's all energy at play. Has nothing to do with the details. Has to do with somebody and how they feel. And that's the reason why we have so many communication issues. This is definitely something I've been learning in my life, is our communication issues come from, when we're focused on these other four swords, right? They did this, and we focus on the this. This happened to me. This, right? And there's an infinite number and mire of thises that we could create and come up with, and probably be justified in most of them, right? But is it helping you grow? Is it helping the other individual grow? Is it helping the collective grow? Now, these are questions some people won't ask, and that's fine. This is a Lightworker card pull. There's a reason why I have it directed towards that. I could just do tarot for everybody and be a lot more successful. But no, I talk to the people that are on the same exact path, that are on the path of raising that light in the world to really get out to people. That's who I'm speaking to. I'm not teaching basic spirituality 101 here. I'm speaking to the people that are the masters, the people that are the masters that are still asleep, the people that don't realize the creators that they really are deep down inside just yet, and the people that do realize that they're the creators, but they are on the verge and they need extra help, or they need a friend beside them. That's who I'm speaking to. That's who I always speak to, right? And so for those individuals, we decide to take on more work than others, right? That's the reason why a lot of our lives have been more difficult in the realm of things until we figure it out. And that's the thing. It's more difficult because we're focused on all the external, right? Our ego, where's that hurt? Where is that hurt coming from? And that's definitely something to talk about. Like, a personal example from my life, for instance, is in a situation where, I didn't understand where the other individual was coming from. I had felt attacked. I had felt hurt. It was a situation where prior to that, I had felt completely secure, right? Based off of conversations, based off of things that were happening. they addressed a fear, and instead of me taking the standpoint as a divine masculine that I was supposed to do, whereas I would take that position and be the rock for them regardless of the fear. You know, the initial energy of the situation was they were afraid. So the divine masculine, my job then would be to make them feel secure, right? And what I've done in this situation that I'm talking about, now granted, I realized and I fixed the situation and, you know, completely owned my shit and everything else. But during the situation, my first initial reaction, I reacted and matched their fear. That exacerbated the situation. That made both things go snowballing in different directions instead of coming together and creating a solution, right? Leaving the other person feeling unheard, unfelt, things of that nature, and leaving me in a state of delusion about what we were even arguing about because I was focused on these 4 swords, right? It's never the details, it's always the energy. And that's how you can learn to unconditionally love people too, is when we pull that sword out, we find that these swords fall down. There are no swords. If there's no self, there's nobody that can be hurt. And we are all one, so there is no self. We're all one collective consciousness. It is what it is. So if you remove the self, and you do that by being mindful, if you remove the self, there is less conflict because those swords are no longer real, if that makes sense. They're no longer accurate. You know, as validated as they could have been, they're no longer accurate. So with my situation, like I said, what I did is I took accountability, and I came back and I was like, you know, I apologize. You know, that fear was coming from an abandonment wound deep down in here. And so I did not respond to your fear properly, you know, so really owning that, really taking that on yourself and projecting that into your life. And a lot of times that's what'll remove the other person's sword as well. You know, and that's why it results in conflict resolution. You know, you take that on yourself, like, you know, for that situation, you know, I had an abandonment wound, it triggered, I apologize, I handled that incorrectly. I'm supposed to be the rock, you know, I'm supposed to be your stability in those situations. You were bringing a fear. How can I address that moving forward? You know, really taking that ownership and that dedication to yourself and that dedication to the other individual. And if you don't feel like doing that with the other individual, then that tells you something about that individual and your situation, and you should probably split that. Real talk. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning today. I definitely appreciate it each and every day. There is donation links below. I definitely appreciate it. If y'all want to schedule tarot reading, meditation, breathwork session with me, anything like that, I do all kinds of mindfulness training, as you should know by now. Or if you would like more information on the Manifest Reality class that is soon to be open here, you let me know and we will get you all squared away. Just DM me and I'll get you all the information. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Have a great day on purpose.